Hi friends, I wanted to share with you a story about a client that recently came to me that we had helped purchase their initial home, about 10 years ago. They have about $200,000 worth of equity in their property. They wanted to move up a little bit, purchase a little more property that either busted at the seams in their house. If this story resonates with you, I understand. It is the case for many, many people in America at this time. They're worried a little bit about payment. They're worried a little bit about how much they're going to put towards the transaction. Of course, they're worried about retirement and a lot of different factors. As we started to evaluate their initial transaction and during our discovery meeting, they were asking for a $400,000 purchase price, putting about $200,000 towards the transaction with their down payment and their closing costs. Their payment would be roughly $1,478 on a monthly basis. That would include taxes and insurance, the whole ball of wax. And being a mortgage planner, we have a tendency to really start to uncover what is important to the client. And this is really the difference I want to share with you between a mortgage planner and a lender or a loan officer. A loan officer would just do the transaction the way the client suggested. Mortgage planner is going to ask the questions to uncover what's most important to that client about their loan. As we started to look at it, the husband is nervous about increasing loan amount. They were on track to pay their mortgage off in 10 years. He's really nervous about loan amount. He's nervous about payments, and he's nervous about doing this, but he wants to do what his wife would like to do. So he's looking to see if this is a viable option. During the next 5 years, payment is not hugely important to them. It's important, but not hugely important. So one thing that we looked at was, instead of putting so much money down towards the transaction, I said, why don't we put $91,000 towards the transaction? Let's take $110,000 and invest that with a financial planner. Let that money grow over time. Now, just over 5 years, because he's going to retire in 5 years, that $110,000 grows to $163,883. They've also paid their mortgage down to $292,000. Now, their payment in 5 years, instead of $1,478, becomes $2,052. So they're a little bit worried about, holy cow, that's a $2,000 monthly payment. Now the husband's getting ready to go into retirement. I get it. So in 5 years, the suggestion was, let's refinance. Even if interest rates were 5.5%, we increased the interest rate from where their start rate is now. But even if, running a worst case scenario, we could refinance the new mortgage, loan amount would be $128,911. That would be taking the $163,000, paying down the mortgage at that point to where now they have $128,000 911 mortgage, and their payment drops all the way down to $1,114 a month. With that, the husband got excited. He realized that this dream that his wife has, he can help fulfill, that he's not going to postpone his retirement. The other beautiful thing is that his wife now is comfortable with that payment, because when her husband retires in 5 years, we now refinance at a much lower payment, much lower purchase price. It gives them the option to do that, but she's going to retire in 13 years from now. So in 5 years, she'll have roughly 8 years left. At that time, potentially, we can refinance into a reverse mortgage to where now they could have no mortgage payment. So a mortgage planner looks at all those options, looks to see what is suitable for the client, what is safe for the client, what makes the most sense to the client. This helps them to be able to accomplish all the goals that they had, doesn't hit any of their retirement savings, doesn't hit any other savings that they have, gives them the ability and the flexibility to be able to accomplish their goals and dreams. If this resonates with you, please like our YouTube channel. Please send this video out to others that you know. We're here to help and create a strategic plan that will make the most sense for you. Thanks and have an awesome day. Bye-bye.